Hi and welcome to my channel, The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elisabeth and today it is finally time for another Vlogmasinmay. Hi everyone. Thank you for your patient support and encouragement. I'm hoping to be back at least for this day. I've decided to take one day at a time. I've talked so much about it before, but I actually haven't done it. I planned so much for this May and I was so happy in the beginning and I had so much plans, but so many plans I mean. But yeah, things didn't turn out the way I wanted to, and for some reason that is what happened. And I'm gonna try and make the most of this last 10 days of May and see where it takes me. It is Sunday today and I am gonna try and do some sewing. Yay! Can you believe it? I have one module that I haven't finished. I don't know how much I shared about it, but it is my plan is to, I will try and insert pictures here. I have the what is it called from Paper Theory, is it olya shirt, I think it's pronounced, as a topper, because I use this so much. This is Peter's white shirt from my mother's that I sewed for him for my mother's funeral, so it's pretty dear to my heart just because of that. But it is a thin, actually an old sheet that Mommy saved from my grandmother's stash, and her cotton sheet that is a bit thicker fabric, if you know what I mean. Those of you that have felt it, you know what I'm talking about. It is wonderful quality, but this shirt was sewn during a lot of tears and it isn't the most perfect shirt, but I know that Peter had it to carry Mum to the her last step, and yeah, now I'm getting all teared up again. I love wearing this shirt for many reasons, as you probably can believe. But I need more of these kind of toppers. I realized that I like wearing. This is one of my summer basic tops. I will try and share it. I will put you, if you can see, I lengthen it quite a bit to make it, and I have added a hemband. I've been having a tank top that is just like this, that I bought, well, before I got sick, so it's over 20 years ago. I'm sorry for all the background noises. That is going to happen today because Peter is at home and he's working on our storage facility that he's building. I will share some of that later so you can see how much he actually started to prepare for putting up walls, so it's very exciting. And we have filled the terrible gap that was there that I fell into, so no more falling there anyway. Back to the summer basic top I think I was at. So I decided to batch cut a couple of these tops because this is, you see, it's almost too stretchy. It's viscose jersey that I had in my stash for a very long time, and I just tried it to see if it worked, and I used the Vlogmasinmay binding that I talked about before, but it is actually a bit too thick, so to make a couple of quick ones, I made it like this, you know, the old regular way. You just attach a band, a neckband and a band around this arm's eye, and it works out fine. But the Vlogmasinmay version is much more neater, so I will try and make a couple of those in the basic coloring. But yeah, that is a plan of the last couple of days in May, and I will try and finish my olya shirt maybe today if we're lucky. I thought I will bring you along with me, and I don't know how much I can film or what I will try and sew a bit and share it with you and see if that works. What else have I planned for that module? I have one pair of mountain post pants, because that is basically what I'm living in right now because of the weather here in Sweden. They are perfect depending on the material. You can make them very warm and you can make them quite cool, but you have your legs covered up because it is getting quite cold in the mornings and in the evenings. And yeah, it's spring here in Sweden. We don't get those wonderful summer temperatures, not at all some years, but not this early on. We need to be covered up. There were actually a couple of places that got snow just the other day, so I'm happy we didn't get that. And I'm wearing this is a version of the Rya shirt from Fiber Mood that was so popular last year, I think it was. It's a jacket version, and I've sewn it in a, I don't know if you can see it. It is an old blanket that I bought on Jysk, and it is starting to get a little bit too, it's getting a lot of wobbling, but on a Sunday afternoon it is great to wear on top as a layering piece. But I need more of those too, so I'm actually planning on making some, not Rya, I think I'm going to make the Fairmont jacket instead, the Heijun handmade, because I like the fit of it better, in some sweatshirt materials. So I can wear it as a topper and have my summer basics tank tops underneath, and a couple of mountain post pants, or maybe some kind of pencil skirt in stretch or so on. I've printed the free pattern from Sew House 7. They have a pencil skirt. I will try, if I remember, to insert that here too, so you can see. You just need to sign up for their newsletter, I think, or maybe not even that. It is a straight cut skirt from stretch fabric, so it's very easy. But I will show you once I'm cutting it out. I won't be doing it all today. I'm gonna try and take it a bit easy. I've started a new type of antibiotics and a lot of prednisolone, so we hope that that will help me. If nothing else, I will get a bit more energy from the prednisolone, so that is one good thing. That is probably why I'm sitting here filming and sewing today, to be completely honest. But I'm just so grateful for every day I get. So I'm gonna try and take it day by day. Please remind me. You are so good at that, and you're so incredibly good at supporting me, and I don't know what I have done to deserve that, but thank you. Once again, thank you. Now I'm gonna, let me see where I've come to in my olya shirt. I have done the tricky part with, this is a very wearable toile. This was a linen bed linen, I think I bought from Hemtex, and it is quite thin linen. I don't know, you see my hand through it, and it is not the nicest linen, to be completely honest, but it will work as a wearable toile, and I'm thinking that washing and drying it will be softer because it's thin but stiff. I don't know how to say it. I really like the look of my plackets. Here we have it, sleeve placket, and here we have that fun detail on the olya shirt. That is, I don't know if you can see it. It is a breast pocket, and from the breast pocket is a seam all the way out. I will try and insert some pictures here for you to see. I will try and make the, well, maybe I can try it on. I will do that. Hang on a minute. So here is the Rya jacket or shirt. I don't know what they called it in the Fiber Mood magazine. It is, I like this, even though it is quite revealing, so you need to think about what you're having beneath if you're going out and if you care about that. So this is high up, but I like that, and I think it is fun thing. Then I've actually added, what do you call it, cuffs with thumb hole, because I like thumb holes. If you follow me sometimes you know that, and the ones I put on here was the wrong way stretched, so I had very hard time getting my shirt, getting this on at all. So I decided to change it up, and I decided to do a thumb hole cuff. And I really like it because it keeps me warm when I need it, and I could just take it off and fold it up. It isn't looking perfect once you fold it up, but hey, it doesn't matter that much. I'm actually going to take it off now because it's getting warm in here, and once you put on your iron inside here, it gets pretty warm. Here we have the simple white shirt I made for Peter, and yeah, I just love wearing it. And here we have the tank top. It is, since it is viscose jersey, it is very revealing. As you can see, all the lump and bumps is showing, and I know I'm not having a lot of that, but it is showing off a bit. I get quite a bit of puffed here, partly from the prednisolone, but also from all the injections in my tummy. So yeah, but I like this. I like this version, where you can get it down over your hips and at the same time get the hemband there. So that is something that I'm going to do a lot more of. Let's try the olya shirt. I need a lot longer sleeves on this one. I think I will actually make longer cuffs. That is all I can do for this, since I've done that part, the sleeve cuff, the sleeve placket. Yeah, I will need to make longer cuffs. I will try and measure how long, because they are only that length otherwise, and I need them at least that. Otherwise, I really like the look of it. The breast pocket is at the right place. I think I will lengthen it for my next version, because I really like the look of it, and it isn't that oversized. I sized down one size, I think. And we're going to have a placket here, button placket, and the collar and collar stand, and yeah, then it is hemming and the sleeve cuffs. Yeah, maybe we can make it work and finish it today. We'll see. Let's start and see where it gets, how far we get. I think I will sew one piece and share it with you after, because you won't have any fun looking at me at the sewing machine just sewing. I don't think that is too much fun. So yeah, we take it from here and start sewing. I love my Sundays in the sewing room and hearing him outside working. It is so comforting somehow. Here you can see that detail. I don't know, it's hard with the white, but there, you see it isn't perfect. I didn't manage that piece perfect. Oh, it's hard. So hard. There. But it's the first try, and I like it so far. Let's continue. I quite like that length actually. Maybe I can do some with this length and some longer. We'll see. Okay, so we're slowly getting there. I'm having Kittenish Behavior and her live hangout as a company, and I love watching that on Sundays while I'm sewing. I have now a button placket sewn. Very easy constructions on this. I'm gonna try it here. I have a, I think I will try it here. We have spotlight in the roof, and they are situating, so I get quite bad lighting in here, but yeah, Peter will try and help me one day. Here you probably, I hope you can see it, and you looking nice so far. And now I'm off to the color piece, and I just wanted to share this tip I got I don't know where I got it from, but I like to mark. I've sewn the color and turn it in right side out and top stitched it. So you can see here. Then you take the color stand and put it right sides together with the color piece in between. And when you're gonna sew this corner, I always having trouble with getting the same amount of seam allowance on both sides, so I actually always mark them. This time I just use a pencil because it's wrong side and it is interfacing between, so it doesn't matter. And then you sew on the line, just on the rounded pieces. Then you know you will get it exactly the same. Just a tip. I will be right back. I love having you with me today. I hope you enjoy it too, because it isn't much for you to see. But yeah, I hope you like it. I got back a bit sooner than I thought. I just wanted to share this with you. I have now sewn this, and now I'm gonna grade the seams, and I'm gonna do some notches here to make it, I don't think it's called notches, but I hope you know what I mean. I cut it out so it is not a lot of seam allowance left there to make a soft rounded edge, and I think it's going to look quite, if I manage to do it as I think, think it's going to be quite exact. I really like the look of it, and I don't understand why I'm not always doing it like this. I will start doing that. Yeah, because it is difficult. What I am doing is marking this is 1 centimeter seam allowance. So I'm marking 1 centimeter around the corner. That is it. But now I'm gonna do some grading. And grading, for those of you who might be unfamiliar with that, is just cutting one piece of the seam allowance, cutting down one piece of the seam allowance. And it's getting quite thick because you have I'm also grading the color piece, because it's getting very thick in that seam allowance part. I will show you in just 1 minute. Regarding the corners, I just take my corners like this and then clip up to the seam allowance. Back again, and color is done, and I loving the look of this. It is, I don't know if it is the fabric, if it's the pattern pieces or whatever it is, but it was so easy. It was one of the easiest color stands to create and assemble, and yeah, I can't explain why. But I will do this in another fabric and see how it works out. But for now, I'm just happy. I think now is the sleeve cuffs, and that is quite a bit of a problem since I need to lengthen them as absolutely long as I possibly can. And then it is just buttonholes and buttons and hemming, and then we're done. Yay! I'll be back. Me again. Just wanted to share a very small and quick tip. If you are not doing it now, you might consider doing it in the future. I pre-press every seam I possibly can, and I pre-press every hem I possibly can while the fabric is not in a round, or you know, the cuffs and so on. And I'm just about to sew on the sleeve cuffs now. So 2 tips from that is, I will try and tilt you over. First off, here is my cuff piece. This is right side, wrong sides together. And I am now about to turn it right sides together and stitch these 2 sides so I can open it up. But what I also am going to do later on is sew the inside of the cuff. Fold it up and sew it. And most patterns recommend you to fold it once you have sewn it on your cuff, and I always pre-press this. And the first tip is to pre-press it. You just choose what side you have on the inside of your cuff, and you pre-press that 1 centimeter or whatever seam allowances the pattern is using. And then once you have sewn it on, this is sewn on the cuff, and you turn it around. The pressing line helps it. It gives you so much. It makes it so much easier for you to press it once again because you have a pre-pressed line to follow. I hope that makes sense. I will try and show you how I'm doing instead. The other tip is when I am pre-pressing something or when I'm hemming something or whatever, when it says to make, for example, 1 centimeter seam allowance, press up 1 centimeter. You have 1 centimeter here, and if you're going to mark 1 centimeter there, you don't see the mark, so I double that amount and make it 2 centimeters. Put a mark here, 2 centimeters all the way. Then I know if I fold it up to that point, it's much easier and I don't have to search for the mark inside. You all probably know this, but I thought if there is anyone out there who doesn't do it like this, try it, because it makes life so much easier. Now I will pre-press this and sew it together and show you what I mean with the pre-pressing. Here we have one piece. I'm showing you one end. Here it is folded and pre-pressed, and once you turn it over it's looking like this. Then you have the guideline, even if it's a bit wonky once you sewn it on the cuff, you always have this line as help. I will show you once I've sewn them on, but I wanted to show you this. So now you can see, once I've sewn the cuff to the shirt, all I have to do is open this sleeve up, iron the seam allowance up to the cuff, into the cuff so to speak. This is in the wrong side, and you see it almost laying itself there so to speak. And you see it is a bit wobbly. It isn't that perfect, the pre-folded hem, but it is a mark and it is showing me how to fold it, instead of me now having a hem that I had to fold in the correct length and fold up and iron. Now I have it pre-ironed, so now I just follow that line so to speak. I'm not very good at explaining this, I hear it, but I hope that showing you makes it easier. Here is the folded hem, the folded seam allowance I mean. And now I just need to iron up the seam allowance into the cuff and press it once more so that it's laying flat, and then I will just do the stitching around, top stitching around the cuff, and then all that is left is button and buttonholes and hemming, and my shirt is finished, my olya shirt. And so sorry for all the background noises you're going to hear now, but he's doing a lot of sewing and a lot of drilling, so yeah, I hope it's okay. Plackets are done. Plackets are done, but the cuffs are done now, and the hemming is done too. That was a bit of a pain, to be completely honest. The fabric was a bit twisted and so, but I think it turned out great. I will show you later. Now all I have done left is the button and buttonholes, and you probably think I'm mad because I bought this, a big pile of buttons, bigger ones and smaller ones. I don't know if this is what they are calling shell buttons in English, coconut shell, maybe. And you probably think, as I'm saying, you think I'm crazy, but I think I'm going to use the wrong side. Because I think it's going to be, if I'm using the right side of them, they are quite, can you see? Is it pearlescent? No, what is it called? Fluorescent? I don't know the right English word, I'm sorry. But on this side, it's more natural, almost like wooden or stony kind of buttons. And since this is a wearable toile, I'm going to go with the side that I like, and please let me know in the comments if you think I'm completely mad. Then I will try and turn it around tomorrow once I see your comments. But I will try and divide. It says to be 7 buttons in this, and 1 on each pocket, and on the sleeve I don't know how many they have, because I've added quite a bit of length to the sleeve cuffs, as much as I possibly could. So I think I need at least 2 here. What do you think? If not 3. No, I think I can manage with 2, and then I probably will fold this up anyway. I don't have the small ones that you're supposed to have on this, so I think I will leave it as is. But I will get on with this, and I will show it once it's finished, because it's getting very close, and I am so happy. We got company. My mother-in-law and my brother-in-law came here, so it's a few hours later. But I'm gonna finish my olya shirt today. Ta-da! It's finished. It's short. I see it now, and it's been a cropped shirt. So remember, if you're doing the olya shirt, it is cropped. I'm 5'11", so I'm tall, but yeah. But I'm loving it. This is just the oversized look I was looking for, and I completely understand all of you that are loving this a bit quirky design feature where the sleeve is following along out here. The only thing is that I was planning on doing it in sweatshirt fabric, but I think that all the top stitching will be a bit wobbly and wonky, so I won't be using this pattern for that. But I will definitely be making more linen shirt, and I'm thinking about the shirt dress and how it will look with some kind of belt or something like that on me. But at the moment I'm quite swollen from the prednisone, so I won't. It's not a good reference, so I will wait until the swelling has gone down and see how I find that. But it is a bit short in the sleeves too, but I think I worked around it using this long cuffs. But I will include them to my makes and do a makes video, and this is the first finished, this and this of course. But I'm getting there in my module plans and finishing the first module for spring, so I'm way off and so much behind, but it isn't a race, it's just me. But I really like the look and the feel of this shirt. So if you haven't tried it, you probably already have, because I'm very late to the, let me show you the back too. I'm very late to the game. Well, what am I off to do next? I think I will do my mountain pose pants, and I'm thinking about doing it tomorrow as a kind of a sew along, if you fancy. And yeah, since we're getting into June, I was planning on doing all Hey June Handmade June this year, but as I'm saying, my plans are my plans and I have no idea where it takes me. But why not? I love her patterns and there are so many I haven't tried, and why not do a module around them and see. At the same time, there is a t-shirt challenge that Joey is running, and there is a man sewing June. That is something that I would definitely be catching up on, so I will check that out for more information tomorrow. But yeah, I really liked having you along in the sewing room, so I hope you liked it too, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Have a wonderful evening.